The President of the United States is getting impeached. Now, whether you're for or against this, I don't really care. I'm not here to get into the debate of Democrats versus Republicans in the United States, because to be honest with you, they're both completely ridiculous. Because despite the fact that Nancy Pelosi looks like someone slapped makeup on a badger and threw him in front of a camera 10 seconds before it went on, and the fact that the Republicans behind her look like chickens running around with their heads cut off at the chaos that's ensuing, the fact of the matter is that for the President of the United States, this is absolutely shameful, and it's also a remark on the failures of the United States democracy and the republic that it has taken so many years to build and perfect and to show the American people that it has learned and grown from its mistakes, which clearly it's still having trouble with. Now, don't get me wrong, the United States is a beautiful and wonderful and loving country with some of the most amazing people in the world in it, some of the smartest people in the world, and some of the most capable from all corners of this globe. Despite that fact, it has many, many, many flaws that are being addressed right now in this moment, in this point in history. As someone holding the office of the President of the United States, someone who is supposed to be the great unifier, someone who's supposed to be able to bring together the most fervent of enemies to be able to accomplish common sense goals, it is ridiculous that the person who took an oath of office cannot hold up the laws of the American government. And then as well, it is ridiculous that the government that has brought him into power is trying to scrape and scramble and scratch to try and pull him out of it at the last second before the end of his term. And while all this news coverage is going on, you may not know there are joint resolutions that were attempted to be passed that are absolutely falling left and right by the wayside because no one is paying attention to them. They are instead focusing on this impeachment. They're instead focusing on the drama and the stirring and the mess of something that will keep you entertained and will keep the masses in divide between Democrat and Republican. This is absolutely ridiculous. And as someone who so desperately believes in and hopes for the dream of the United States, of many diverse groups of people coming together to achieve goals and to accomplish things that no one has ever seen before, it is so incredibly disheartening and disappointing to see the government of the United States, the thing that is supposed to protect these people and represent these people who do not feel represented by what is going on, who are not a part of this fight at all. It is sad to see their governors, to see their representatives bickering and fighting instead of actually helping the people who need it. I know I'm not saying anything profound or something that hasn't been said in some other way by someone else before me, but still, nonetheless, it has to be said again in such a pivotal moment in American history. We need to do something different. My micronation, the Empire of Aeternia, sits within the United States. I believe in those ideologies. I understand the desire of people who take that time to vote and who want to see those dreams and goals that they start with at the local level go all the way up to the federal, and to understand what it means to feel like the part of a system that moves for them toward progress and a future that can provide for them and their families. I am so sad to see this. For those of you who inevitably do end up pursuing micronationalism or trying to find some way on your own to make life work and to make your dreams come true, I do urge you to be creative. I do urge you to be inventive. I do urge you to look in the best of humanity and bring around you people who will help to see that vision come true. I have hope for the world. I have hope for the people of the United States. I have hope for even these representatives that they may clear their eyes and find some truth in the abhorrent situation that they have found themselves in. After this roller coaster is over, I hope that someone can pick up the pieces and that they can come together to make a better America, to make it as he attempted to call it, as this show attempted to be, making America great again. Though we're small countries as micronations, we still need these larger powers to be there. We still need stable governments and systems to exist around us in order for us to thrive in. We can grow with those who come away from you and who feel like they do not belong, who feel displaced, as the asylum seekers which you would not take. However, we still hope that you succeed. I still hope that you succeed. Every day. This isn't meant to be some scathing demand of any group. This isn't meant to be some call-out or some political chant. It's just meant to be an expression of disappointment and of hope for the future and a plead for change in something that I think has needed it for a very, very long time, that people have said for a very, very long time, but that nobody has actually gone about attempting to achieve. I hope that in the days that come away from this channel grows, that we see people that come in and give new light and new positivity to what that means and to what the future holds. But until then, I wish us all good luck, and I wish us all a happy holidays. I hope 2020 brings in something that is amazing and incredible and shows what we have left behind in the past decade to bring about something better in the new. Thank you all, and I'll see you then.